It's fair to say it's been a pretty bad week for Netflix with this tumbling stock and fleeing customers, fleeing or just tuned out customers. I'm joined right now by New York Post reporter Lydia Moynihan. Thank you so much. Great to see you again. As Marley was talking about the response on Wall Street so swift, is there any chatter about what Netflix will do next?
Yeah, and I just want to add to what she was saying. Yesterday, legendary investor Bill Ackman came out and said that he was liquidating his position in the company, took a $400 million loss.
Wow.
And that does not bode well for Netflix when you have one of the most sophisticated and successful investors on Wall Street saying he doesn't feel confident about the future of the company. But I think the way a lot of investors are looking at this is that this is sort of a valuation reset in a post-pandemic world. And we're looking at the stock return to levels we haven't seen since we went into lockdowns. And I think Tiger King and some of the success of these shows, if there were options for people to leave their homes, I don't think you would have seen just the virality of some of these shows that gained popularity during the pandemic.
You make a really good point because, again, 2 years ago, when you had nothing to do but sit in front of a TV screen or your iPad and watch a movie or binge watch a whole season of shows, sure. But now you can actually go outside again and actually go to a restaurant again. Netflix considering adding this cheaper ad-supported option. Do you think that's going to fly?
It's a good question. So they're looking at a number of ways that they can juice their profits because they were a huge growth stock. It was growth at all costs, and now investors want them to make more money. So you're right. They're looking at a potential ramping up ad revenues, having different tiers of subscription. So having a cheaper subscription where then you have to watch ads. Again, they've yet to implement any of this. Another piece, of course, that they're looking at is cracking down on login sharing, which is costing them potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. And then another piece that we're hearing is that Netflix is known, obviously, for being able to binge on content. They drop series all at once, and there's some chatter that maybe they would break up seasons of popular shows so that people have to hold on to their Netflix subscriptions longer. You can't just get Netflix and watch Bridgerton in one weekend. You might have to hold on to that subscription for a few months.
That might be a smart idea, a maybe novel idea. In terms of subscribers leaving other streaming platforms, is it happening just like it's happening at Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix is the benchmark for streaming. And given the fact that people are leaving Netflix, they're leaving other subscription services in droves. And of course, we saw this with CNN Plus, which is much later to the game. Netflix is more entrenched. There's already a lot of customers that they have. And some of these newer streaming services that are trying to get off the ground, there's just not the appetite for them that there was. People are already paying for Netflix, so they're paying for HBO Max, and they're paying for a lot of services at this point. And the whole notion of streaming at first was that you'd be able to cut the cord and save money. And people don't want to pay as much for cable as they were paying for, they don't want to pay as much for streaming as they were paying for cable heretofore.
Yeah. And maybe they're thinking about cutting costs so they can afford that nice cruise or vacation now that they can actually travel again.
Or gas prices.
Or gas. That's true. Keep it real. Lydia Moynihan, thank you so much for being with us again. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.